1,200 metres the journey. Has a good line. Starter on the stand. Holding. Jungle Land up to it. Still holding. Bit of a movement in the centre. Parapark Makeup standing up well. In Peace, first starter. Also well behaved. There's the light. Racing. They get away well. In Peace, he stumbled out of the stalls, but he's only done damage of about 2 lengths as Parapark Makeup shoots to the front. Only gets about a half length on the Verisdale. Jungle Land much better away this afternoon as it drops back into 4th place. Lord Lobster with the stablemate of Jungle Land on its outside going forward, and that in that case is the Uprising. And then we drop back to In Peace as Lord's Lobster has dropped back to the tail of the field. Boom the Great, the top weight, moves up with Parapark Makeup. Those two heavy in the betting, and they match motors at the 600 metres mark. A long neck in it. The Verisdale's got the drop on these two in front, ridden patiently. Jungle Land better position this week, but going around the outside is In Peace into 4th spot as they come to the home turn. Then we've got the Uprising back towards the tail, and Lord Lobster not in it this afternoon. They straighten up here for the first at Cunnamulla. Parapark Makeup on the inside, 200 metres to go. Boom the Great. She goes for the whip on that runner as the Verisdale starts to join in down the outside, and right down the outside, on the outside rail almost, is the first starter, but in the centre, the Verisdale. We'll give it to the Verisdale. Over In Peace. What a run. First up this afternoon, came wide in the straight, motored home down the outside. We go back along the rails to Parapark Makeup. Then back up behind them is Jungle Land, and Boom the Great. He dropped out after showing pace. Further back to the Uprising, and pulling up quickly Lord Lobster. The Verisdale. Now I've got to be careful first time calling here, because this first starter, In Peace, really came home hard on the outside, wide on the track. But the first reaction, the Verisdale more towards the centre for Sophie Wilcock and Shane Iverson, but we will call for the photo. Exciting finish to the maiden. In Peace. He was a little bit sluggish out of the barriers. Probably missed the start by a couple of lengths. But he's really motored home. So, as I said, first time calling here, a little bit careful with this angle. It looked like the Verisdale, but he kept drifting. In Peace. And Brendan Newport trying to get the best out of the first starter, but may have just failed by a long neck, but we'll wait for the judge's call. I can go down there now. Numbers coming down, numbers coming down.
Red hoops, is that 4th, is it?
No, that one there is last.
Oh, right, okay. So 6273.
6273.
What's your margin for 1 and 2?
That's official judges.
Head by 1.5.
6273.
Yeah.
There's your numbers, 6273. The Verisdale, Sophie Wilcock, Shane Iverson. Getting up over In Peace, number 2, in for 3rd, Parapark Makeup, and in for 4th, Jungle Land.
And time is 1:10:38.
1:10:38.
Yep.
And the margins?
Head by a length and a half.
Head by a length and a half. Ahead by a length and a half, 1:10:38. 6273 as runners come back to the enclosure. Holding on, the Verisdale had a really good drop on them coming to the straight. The Shane Iverson trained the Mission Gelding out of Jokes and Jazz. It's No Joke, owned by Mashani Enterprises, manager Mr. M.D. Crooks, and a River High Ranch, manager Miss R.B. Berkner. Defeating number 2, In Peace, Brendan Newport. Good first up run. James Hatch, All Too Hard, will take immense benefit from that. 7, Para Park Makeup, Amy Graham, Wayne Baker by Citywise, and Jungle Land. Battling on for 4th by All Too Hard, Cheryl Rogers. Ahead by 1.5, 1:10.38.